Greetings and welcome. My name is Selena Belisle, and I am the founder and one of the board approved CE providers here at CE Institute. We teach CE credit for the Florida Board of Nursing Licensees, Board of Massage, Board of Cosmetology, and for the NCB-TMB, that's a National Certification Board for Therapeutic Massage and Bodywork, primarily for massage therapists across the country who need NCB-TMB hours, usually to renew their licenses or retain their membership with the board. So in this training, we've provided this for free on YouTube. We're going to give you a hands-on instructor demonstration of what it looks like to practice an aromatherapy massage, moisturizing massage on a geriatric client. It's just a 10-minute routine that will hopefully give you some new ideas of what you can add to your own Swedish work. Keep in mind, as a continuing education provider, this is continuing education for people who have already completed rudimentary training. Massage is healthcare, and healthcare is licensed in the United States. So this should only be something that licensed healthcare providers should be practicing as licensed massage therapists, licensed nurses, and so forth, because you need to rule out special contraindications, precautions. Hopefully, you've had training in infectious disease and pathologies in your rudimentary training. That would all need to be applied to practicing this type of work. So it's great to learn new skill, but make sure you're doing so as somebody who's already licensed to practice. And without further ado, let me show you what this looks like in aromatherapy back moisturizing massage for a geriatric client. Keep in mind, this training unit, this hands-on video, is part of a larger class. So I'm going to reference some student handouts, which you receive in your paid training if you register for courses and CE hours here at CE Institute. You'll get a certificate after you complete your training and so forth. Again, your certificate does not give you a license to practice. It just shows that you completed the work with us. And when you're practicing this aromatherapy, I'll go through step one, step two, step three. That's kind of us following our handouts that are usually used in the paid training. So here you go. We're going to show you what we teach in both our aromatherapy massage and our geriatric massage, just a 10-minute back moisturizing session. Enjoy. Hi, everyone. I'm about to start our aromatherapy back moisturizing massage. And notice I'm practicing this on a geriatric client. In fact, those necklaces that he's wearing are First Alert and a hearing aid monitor that are on his chest, which he kept on him during the massage. That was his choice. Now, usually I don't like practicing essential oil aromatherapy uses on geriatrics because their skin is thinner. They have less subcutaneous fat, and the essential oils, especially pure essential oils, can be irritating to a geriatric skin. But sometimes things like floral essential oils are acceptable. Things such as a lavender or a lang lang. Those are more neutral oils. And, as a matter of fact, lavender is supposed to promote lots of skin benefits. So in this case, when working with a geriatric client, the aromatherapy moisturizing massage will be more than appropriate. I also used a moisturizing cream to blend my aromatherapy massage medium here instead of an oil as well. I love the benefits, the therapeutic benefits of things like extra virgin olive oil with the anti-inflammatory properties, and it's very moisturizing. With a geriatric or any client, sometimes they feel greasy when you're using an oil instead of a cream. And with geriatrics, you have to be very careful for balance when they get off the table. If you are going to work on things like feet, you need to wipe them thoroughly, because if they slip a little bit, they could fall, and falling could be disastrous for a geriatric client. Right now, I'm only going to do a 10-minute back massage with this aromatherapy massage cream that I've mixed up prior to this treatment. And this is what an aromatherapy massage would look like. You can, of course, add essential oil to trigger point therapy, myofascial release, deeper tissue techniques. But if you're going to offer an aromatherapy massage on your spa menu, or maybe a geriatric massage, this is more of a skin moisturizing treatment. We're going to do general Swedish strokes, get the circulation going, but we're not going to be poking and prodding like trigger point would be, where you're like uh, pushing in with pressure. This is going to be a very light, rhythmic massage, and hopefully you'll get some new strokes that you can add to your Swedish warm-ups and making nice after deeper work with this as well. So we're warming the cream up in our hands by just applying friction. We're going to start the massage from the top, and we're going to start with triple ovals. So that's one small, middle sized, and large oval. Small, middle, and large oval. Small, middle, and we're standing kind of at the side of the table, lunging back and forth as we move forward. Now we're going to alternate those ovals. So right, left, middle, right, left, small, right, left, middle, right, left, middle, and middle. And we're getting larger and larger. Now we're doing large, right, left, large, right, left, large. Alternating hands, still practicing our oval massage from the top of the table. This is a great way to spread the essential oil throughout the client's skin if you're using it for some type of common use. Now we're going into our triple boxes. If you're following along on the school's chart, if this is part of a paid training, you hopefully have your handout downloaded. This will be number 3 on your download for this moisturizing back massage. So we are doing squares, and it might look like it might be a little bit choppy. It's not. It feels wonderful. This is a middle-sized square. So we're up, in, down, big square, and out laterally, moving superiorly, medially, inferiorly, and lateral with a big box. And we do these small, middle, and large big boxes down, all the way down. And this is about to get a little bit more sophisticated. Ready? We're going to do alternating right and then left. And it's a little challenging to alternate these, but I'll tell you, this helps avoid burnout and boredom for those who are sick of the long Swedish effleurage. Doing these rhythmic pattern strokes in Swedish work is really challenging and can make the massage not only more interesting for you, but for your client as well, because they'll get bored with the same stroke over and over again as well. If you'd like, you should try and practice this with someone so you can feel it. And it really feels wonderful. So those are our alternating triple boxes. It's number 4 on your handout if you're following along with us in your paid home study or in a paid training. Okay, we're moving on. From the top of the table, we're doing our triple ovals and alternating with some triple boxes here. So there's your oval and triple box. Or it's not a triple box, sorry, it's a large box. Oval, box. And the small is just around the scapula. The middle just goes maybe a little bit above the last rib to the last rib. Triple box at the last rib. And the large goes down to the SI joint. Oval and triple box. Triple box into the oval, box, oval. I usually do the sequence about 3 times, but you could do it once. You could do it 5 times. Whatever feels appropriate. I don't know how long your massage appointment's going to be for. And this is just a 10-minute back exercise. Okay. And you'd be amazed how it feels in 10 minutes. Usually with geriatrics, they walk in. Sometimes they're not sure if they want to do it. They walk out asking when the next one is. Now we're going into the alternating trapezius. This is waving the trapezius, number 7 on your handout for those who are in the paid training. Back and forth from the acromion process up to the suboccipital region, just waving with moisturizing cream mixed with a little bit of essential oil here, pulling up into the suboccipitals from the outside shoulder. Now we're going to make a V with our hands. Our pointer and our thumb are together, and then the middle ring and pinky are together, and we're tracing along the spine. Do not press on the vertebral processes, the spinous processes of the spine. Your fingers are on the erector spinae adjacent to the side of the spine with the second hand over to brace it. Now we're going to go to the side of the table and we're going to start executing some triple hearts here. Okay. So it's like making a heart with your hand. Small heart, medium sized heart, and large heart, all the way over the trapezius. And that feels wonderful. Small heart, medium sized heart, and large heart, all the way over the trapezius. Now we're going to alternate hearts. Right, left, middle, right, left, large, all the way over. Small, right, left, middle size, right, left, big, all the way over, alternating. Great. And that's number 10 on your sequence for those who have the sequence downloaded. Now I had this cream in a warmer, so I just stepped away to get the cream in the warmer. Now we're going to, from the side of the table, we're going to do boxes with our hands together. So we're going to go across and back, up superiorly, across, down inferiorly, across medially and back laterally, up superiorly and back medially, down, across and back, up superiorly and down medially. Now we're just going to pull through, okay? So pulling through the boxes together, we're number 11. This is number 12 on your sequence, pulling through. This is step 12. Our client was sleeping and snoring. They just woke up. Mind you, they don't wake up when we stepped away to get the new warm cream. And now we're going to pull across, keeping that moisturizing massage, getting the whole back. This client has some seborrheic keratosis and so forth as a geriatric client. So getting those moisturized is really nice. You would never do deep tissue or anything, but some light lotion sometimes over them is okay. You want to be careful because any type of friction can make them bleed. Now, I'm not going on the low back across and back. I'm just going to be doing some large boxes here. A second way to practice your box from the side of the table. Okay. This is number 13, our step 13 in the aromatherapy moisturizing back massage here for a geriatric client. And you don't have to add essential oil if you want to just do a geriatric massage, but this is kind of the specifics of how we would practice for aromatherapy massage. It's just spreading at the massage medium. So we're back here at the top of the table, alternating our triple ovals. This is step 14 in our aromatherapy geriatric back massage here. Now we're taking them back for a walk. This is step 15. We're pushing down around one ilium and then the alternating ilium back and forth. And we call that taking the back for the walk because if you watch the heels, they'll go back and forth. Now we're back to tracing the spine. And we're on our 16th and final step of this aromatherapy geriatric back moisturizing session. Back to taking the back for a walk. Step 16, we're going to do some gentle effleurage rocking. We're going to wave the upper trapezius. We retraced the spine and took the back for a walk again. So we're finishing with waving the trapezius here. And that's what your aromatherapy geriatric back massage would look like.